The tropical paradise that promises escape from mainland chaos is not merely a backdrop for eccentric hijinks, but a living ecosystem demanding you confront the colonial legacies embedded in every postcard-perfect vista. And true belonging requires not performing exoticism for tourist consumption, but integrating the weight of place until stewardship becomes an act of radical reciprocity rather than escapist indulgence. In Mango Farm, Bill H. Myers transforms the cozy adventure trope into profound exploration of ecological sovereignty and intergenerational accountability, proving liberation isn't found in fleeing responsibility. It's forged in honoring the land beneath the leisure when every narrative demands you remain transient. This psychologically precise narrative makes every harvested fruit feel like both nourishment and negotiation, where consent to stay is negotiated through mutual care rather than assumed entitlement. And healing means protecting the community beneath the charm when culture demands it remain backdrop. From humid air and mango nectar narration, listeners enter worlds where cultivation is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable harvest. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent adventure fiction where male vulnerability defies genre expectations. When retired investigator Mango Bob inherits his uncle's Key West farm, expecting peaceful retirement, he discovers the overgrown groves mirror the exact suppression he's endured beneath decades of performative detachment. And local botanist Alara Vance's quiet refusal to treat him as outsider creates sanctuary defying seasonal transients. Navigating pest infestations and buried attractions, Bob realizes this inheritance isn't about relaxation, but recalibration, with Myers avoiding reducing Bob to bumbling retiree or Alara to quirky local, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as nostalgia blurs them. And audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Bob's disciplined composure softening into clarity, and Alara's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some roots can only be tended when you stop letting itineraries define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical adventure fare is portraying agricultural intimacy as somatic practice rather than romanticized escapism, with Bob confronting how mainland culture equated worth with productivity, while Alara creates space where his contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during dawn harvests, bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both ecological integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against developers mistaking tradition for inefficiency, supported by neighbors encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational wisdom, and the soil itself absorbing centuries of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique, and presence is sustainable resource, with pruning schedules mirroring emotional integration, and seasonal rituals becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred cultivation, with narrators embodying Bob and Alara with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant boat engines, rain against tin roofs, and hushed breaths syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring agricultural cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining adventure fiction by centering male emotional labor within ecological frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to tend slowly, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by expectation.